Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Medic want to respond to an accident with injuries, high speed, and that's really all I can remember. Midland's home. Midland's home for sure. The dirt and the dust, we pull in from out of town and we ask ourselves every day, why do we live here? But we can't leave. When I woke up that morning for my first shift, I remember being really nervous, anxious, super excited, just not knowing what was going to come. This was my first run, my first call out of the gate. So I get my food and there's this little seat at the end, so I get my plate and I'm sitting down and we just probably, I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 minutes into eating it. You know, they're telling stories, I'm listening, and then boom, and I'm like, that's us. So when the tones drop at the fire station, there's no warning, there's no lights flicker, it's just boom, tones. Your pulse probably goes to 110, 115. When you're in the back of an ambulance, there's a lot of creaking and cracking. You know, you're basically on the truck bed in a box. So I do remember the sirens and the horns and the switching going through intersections. And of course, me being so nervous, I'm like, what do I need to get? What do I need to do? What do I carry? And I remember we hopped out and it was a truck versus 18-wheeler. And it was 3 kids my age, 20, 21 years old. And they were all ejected. I remember the paramedic's name was Tony. And he said, we're walking by patients. And he's like, nope, not this one. He's like, next one. Nothing. Went to the last one. He was like, hey, he's viable. Let's start. So we loaded him up, got him in the ambulance, CPR, and we did compressions all the way to the hospital. Probably maybe 5 to 7 minute transport. Made me think, oh my gosh, I saw a lot of trauma in my first run. And once we got done, the paramedic, Tony, came up to me. He's like, you okay? And I said, yes, sir. He goes, if you made it through that, I think you'll be able to handle this job. It's terrible that accidents and things happen, but like I said, I think certain people are made for the job, and this is what we're here for. And same with people in the military or anywhere else. Like, you live for this job and to help people. And I just remember, like, kind of explaining the scene to my parents, and at 20 years old, you know, and you're like, and these kids were your age, and they're like, my mom's freaking out, you know, of course. And then my dad's like, oh, how are you? And I said, well, I'm good. So, you know, she's like, you're not, you know, traumatized? I said, I think this is what I really, really want to do. When I put that uniform on, it definitely means that, you know, I took an oath to go in, run into that burning building to save Miss Jones, even if I don't know her. Like, I'm going to risk my life and risk everything that I have to save someone I've never met. You know, you don't make the best pay, but you do it because you love it. And everyone's like, dude, you're a fireman, it's so cool. Like, it's a cool job. But my kids, my daughter, my son, who are proud to say, my dad's a fireman. And I think that's what my calling was to be a fireman. They made me a strong person that one run. Here's all your cards, you're gonna fold or you're gonna run with it. And I was all in from there on out.